I have been, I don't know where I've been, like I've been somewhere for a long time. It's taken me a while to come back onto YouTube, and I don't know why. It's just maybe life happens, COVID happened. Just thought I would do like a nice little girls chat to get me back into it, to be honest. I turned self-employed, so I've been doing that, my makeup artistry business and my beauty business full time. So I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about going self-employed and having the confidence to give up your day job basically, and just take the plunge, but also mixing it up with some of my makeup favorites. I am a makeup artist. Got loads of new products that I'm absolutely loving to share with you guys as well. So there's actually quite a lot to talk about. The first thing I'm going to do is just moisturize my face because it's so dry. Oh my god, it just needs moisture. You know when you like wash your face, you just instantly feel like you need to put something on it. I've actually been loving the Weleda Skin Food to prime my face, but also for a moisturizer as well. This stuff is absolutely incredible. It's got so many natural ingredients in there. The one thing I would say is it's quite thick, so if you're not into a really thick moisturizer, like they do a light one, I think. Absolutely smells amazing. I've got so many clients onto this, so many friends have said to me how much they love it. My partner has a bottle for himself. Like, it is literally the nicest thing to go on my face, and it just gives like such a good glow to your face if you like this sort of really glowy look. I'm just gonna go straight in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I have recently got the Flawless Filter and I absolutely love it. It's the shade 4 medium, which is slightly darker than my skin tone, but as you can see, I'm a little bit more tanned on my shoulders than I am on my face, so I kind of like to match it up a little bit. I also feel like when we are allowed to go on holiday, this is something that I will use all over my face, like as a foundation, because it has a tint to it, as you can see, but it also has like this glow to it and literally a filter over the face. I've been a year now self-employed, or coming up to a year. And I decided to go self-employed through COVID, which some people may say that's absolutely mental, but I actually thought that it would be a better option for me personally, because I've been doing my business now for nearly like 12 years, my beauty business. I've never felt like I had the confidence to go full-time with it. I think also there's a stigma with like going self-employed, like you do think that it's going to be an absolute leap of faith, and you think like, where am I going to get my regular income from? Where's the money going to come from that's going to pay my rent? I'll pop everything in the description box that I use, but if anything stands out to me, I will talk about it. Like, this NARS is absolutely incredible. It's the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this is in Punjab. I'm literally going to just use a tiny little bit because I want this to be super effortless. And also, like, I feel like in the UK they just don't really support people who want to go self-employed. They don't really like it. It didn't really occur to me for a long time, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. To be honest, it was more of a struggle trying to like fit in my part-time job with my beauty stuff, because it was getting to the point where I was getting loads of bookings, and I was turning down bookings because I was obviously doing my part-time job as well, which I say part-time, but I was trying to do as many hours as I can, so it was pretty much full-time. Always wanted to work for myself. I've always wanted to be a businesswoman. I've always wanted to have a few different businesses, and I'm not very someone that easily just narrows to one sort of career easily. I like to have variety. A lot of variety is the spice of life, obviously. As a person, I am quite like, I do this, I do that. I kind of spread myself out thinly, which I'm working on at the moment. I'm trying to like make sure that I haven't got too many things on the go. I coach makeup artists to do what I do. I coach businesses, beauty businesses, to do what I do, and to use social media to their advantage, basically, to get bookings and to make sure that the rent is paid. And without social media, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. I will link everything down below if you are interested in doing that, if you're a beauty business. But basically, if it wasn't for social media and for the way you can advertise now freely on social media, I probably wouldn't be doing what I am now. Lucky enough, like, we have Instagram, which is free. To be honest, like, YouTube as well has been amazing, like through my like doing brand work and doing collaboration work. I've noticed a massive dip recently with the sort of influencer industry, and for a while, if I'm going to be honest, I started kind of disliking the world a bit, or the influencer world. There was a lot of pressure. It felt like you were a bit more of a saleswoman than you were, like, you know, enjoying putting content out there. And I think there is a lot of people out there, influencers, that just purely go collaboration and ad after ad after ad after ad. And that's not really the reason I started doing YouTube and that sort of stuff in the first place. It was genuinely because I love makeup and I love beauty. Like, I had a massive break from YouTube because I just wasn't sure whether this world was for me, which is completely fine. Like, I think there's also a pressure when you're in uni and you're younger to actually do and pursue the degree that you have studied in for such a long time. And I think that, you know, life doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Things get thrown at you and you just never, like, I never ever thought I was going to go into makeup or beauty. Like, originally I trained as a dancer. And I never thought that I would, my mum was a hairdresser, and I always thought there was such a stigma when it came to hairdressing and beauty therapists, and I thought, like, they're not going to be, probably not making enough money, they don't probably barely make any money, and it just seems like one of those careers that anyone can do, and that's so wrong, and I can't believe I had that stigma in my head. I get loads of free time, I have so much free time, which I can definitely do more YouTube videos now, which is great. Now I'm self-employed. Like, I think I find myself, oh my god, like, I have so much free time that I just don't know what to do with myself sometimes. Like, I literally, like, ring my friends and message my friends all the time, like, do you want to do this, do you want to do that, and they've all got 9-to-5 jobs, which is really sad. And then I'm like stuck because I'm like, oh no, no one else is obviously, you know, doing the sort of same thing. So I'm trying to learn to, like, really try and keep being productive, but also being booked and busy, and being that busy sort of, you know, person that society wants you to be, having this dream successful career and looking good on paper and looking good on Instagram is not necessarily the way forward. Having, like, a happy, we're going very deep real fast here, but, like, having, like, a happy lifestyle, and even getting used to having free time is such a, like, important thing, I think. Because for some reason in my head, I think I trained myself to be striving for this perfect scenario in my head, which I could never ever achieve. And whatever was coming my way, I was still not grateful for. Not grateful, I still wasn't happy with. I still was, like, looking for more and more. Over the last couple of months, and this is why I haven't really been on my Instagram a lot or my YouTube channel a lot, I've been having this really, like, big chat with myself, like, with COVID and everything that's happening, quite deeply, thinking, shit, like, is this the wake-up call that I needed to slow me down, to actually value everything that I have, even free time, like, making sure that I am enjoying my life, and, like, kind of being comfortable with not being booked and busy all the time, and being comfortable with socializing a bit more, and, like, pushing my boundaries. Like, I recently started roller skating. I know, let me know if you want to see some videos of that, but I've gone on a whole journey. I've never roller skated before, and I've started roller skating, and I'm totally addicted, because that's my personality. I just get addicted to things really easily. Oh, by the way, that was the Huda Beauty Tanto Contour in Light. Another product that I've got so many people on. It's so lovely and fresh and dewy, but also just melts into the skin. If you've got dry skin and you find that your makeup is sort of like patching together throughout the day, then this is really, really good instead of a bronzer, just because if you've got dry skin, you don't want to dry it out even more, whereas cream products are going to be your, like, best friend. I'm just going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. I've already hit pan, and I've had this, oh my god, maybe like a month. That's really bad, isn't it? So Charlotte Tilbury, why are you giving such small product in your products? Like, same with Huda Beauty. My god, give more value for money, please. I'm getting so many fine lines on my forehead, and now it's getting to the point where I'm resting my face and there's still fine lines there. Oh god, old age. So I'm just gonna pop that over. So as you can see, that was a really simple, easy base. For eye makeup, I'm actually going to do a bronzer look. So I'm going to use my bronzer, which is the Morphe Big Shot Bronzer Glamour Bronze in Big Shot, sorry. It's quite a dark colour, but I love this because it's got more like orangey tones to it. And I'm just going to pop that in the crease, and literally this is, maybe I'll probably set it a little bit, but this is all I'm going to do. I'm 27 now, and I don't know why, but I suddenly feel the pressure to be like an adult. I know that everyone gets that sort of pressure eventually, but I suddenly feel like everyone's pressuring me to like, not everyone's pressuring me, but like I'm getting lots of conversations about having babies and get married. And I just don't feel like I'm at all ready at the moment, and that's absolutely fine. And I'm like, why are people asking these questions to me? Is it because like of society? Is it because of the culture here or is it just life culture, you know, where people expect you to go in a certain order? And it's really making me question like why people think that that is the way forward. Like, not everyone wants kids and not everyone wants to get married. I do eventually, but I just don't see the rush. I don't see that there is any rush. And like, I've just sort of like started mentally recovering from everything that's going on. How are you finding everything with COVID? I'm really interested to find out how people, even on the other side of the world, are like finding everything that's going on, and like if everyone is, you know, in the same sort of predicaments. And now, when I was self-employed, I did learn really fast that you do have to make sure you have some structure to your day. So make sure that, you know, obviously with being a beauty therapist and a makeup artist, I obviously have appointments very spread out throughout the day. Like I have one today at 5, and then I had one this morning, 2 this morning. So it's kind of like very, because I'm quite open with my availability, I just let anyone book whenever they want, which is quite a bad thing. I would definitely recommend that you have at least 2 days off a week that you can set in stone. So mine are Sunday and Monday. So making sure that Sunday and Mondays are my days off, and I do other things like life chores and mental health days, and making sure that I actually rest as well. I coach as well on every Saturday online to my aspiring makeup artists. But yeah, having some sort of structure to your day is actually really, really useful. And obviously getting out a lot as well. If you work from home like I do, like I work in this room, I film in this room, I do my live classes every Saturday in this room, and I also do all my appointments in this room. And I find that like it's really important to get out, and having a dog, like my dog at home, it reminds me, when we take him out for walks, I'm like, it reminds me that I need to get out more, and he takes me out for walks more, like I take out him for walks. I found that the transition, at first I was really worried I wasn't going to get any clients, but lucky enough I had already built a client base from when I was working a part-time job as well. So I had years of working with regulars, but they were just more happy to book more appointments with me because I trained in a few more things. I trained into lash lifts and brow lamination, as well as makeup, so it gave an opportunity for people to come back a bit more. So you want to make sure that you're offering a service that people need on a regular occasion for them to come back more. Whatever industry you're in, try and figure out something that you can help them with on a regular basis so that you can get a regular income. That is the one thing I would say. And make sure that, like, yeah, you are available to people as much as you can, but also making sure that you have your days off as well. I'm terrible for, well, I used to be really terrible for having days off, but I'm getting a lot better at it now. Oh my god, I've missed putting makeup on. What is wrong with me? This is my favourite palette that I use for my brides. I also use it for pretty much any glam makeup I can. This is the iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. It's got 20 pigments in there, which are amazing. Some are shimmers, some are mattes. And the palette, I think I've used literally every single colour in here. I'm going to just take the Deep Soul colour here, which is a brown shade, and we're going to use this as a liner. It's something that I've been doing recently, which I've been loving, and I just make sure that I take an angled brush, any sort of angled brush, and I'm going to just stamp it onto the outer corner of my eye. And I basically am just making a little bit of a wing liner going on. And you can make it quite thick, you can make it quite thin. I've unintentionally gone a little thicker than usual, but that's fine. And then with my finger, I'm literally just going to spread that and like extend the line. Like, I'm going to come close up so you can see properly. That's kind of like the vibe I'm going to go for. Things that I have been loving at the moment, something I stopped doing, and I don't know why I stopped doing this, so random, but I know this is weird, but basically I stopped watching TV in the day because I used to think that was a really unproductive activity to do in the day. So I used to stop myself from like chilling and sitting on the sofa in the day. Like, in my head, I assumed that I had to like be busy all the time and then I only rest after dinner, which seems absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why I felt like that way, because like watching TV in the day and chilling in the day is absolutely fine if you've got like nothing to do and you want like a bit of a chill time or a downtime. It doesn't really matter what time of the day it is. For some reason I got into this weird OCD habit of like not doing anything like relaxing at all in the day, and then just making sure that I'm really productive in the day and then just only relaxing after dinner. Which seems really ridiculous. To change up your habits and stuff is quite important, because if you're a little bit anxious and you like structure is not always the best for you, because if something like life in general, things happen that you have no control over, and I find that like if like a plan fell through or if I got cancelled on or anything like that, I would be a lot more like distraught about it, because I'd be like, oh, like it messed up my plans, my OCD and my anxiety is going through the roof. But like the more you get used to, okay, this is life is like that, where like sometimes plans don't go to plan, and the more you change up and practice that in your own routine, the better really, because you can just become this really more laid back and chilled approach to like planning things. And with everything at the moment, with like the restaurants opening and bars opening in the UK, I'm feeling the pressure to be a bit more organised. I'm just going to grab the same angled brush that I did the eyeliner, the same eyeshadow, and just run a little bit underneath my eye. And I quite like the effect of the way it looks when it's slightly darker on the outer corner than it is on the inner corner. So I'm just running it through just to give a bit more dimension. All the way through lockdown I didn't buy anything. I saved so much money, and now summer things are coming in, which is definitely more my season. I'm allowing myself to kind of treat myself a bit more. I've got loads of stuff from H&M, so if you want to see like a little H&M haul, let me know. And then brows, I actually am just gonna go in with a pencil. If I'm gonna be honest, I usually just tint them now and just kind of brush them up in the day. But with regards to like the carving out situation, I think it's a bit high maintenance for a day look. And also for like when you're doing your soap brow and stuff, I actually think it's a bit crazy sometimes to do it for the day. So I'm just gonna run a pencil through the brow just to make a more natural brow shape. But I do like to keep it as simple as I can in the day, because if you're used to your face a bit more simpler, your routine in the morning will just become a lot easier. I don't know if they sell this anymore, but this is like a colour changing lip balm. I'll show you what I mean now. So look at the colour of my lips now. They're like, they're barely even pink. And then when I put this on, it just makes them go so pink. It's like this beautiful sort of, it enhances my natural colour of my lips, and I actually really like it. And if I've got foundation on a little bit on my lips as well, it kind of makes it look better. I will try and link this down below if I can, or if I find something similar, I'll link it down below, because I literally love this. That was it, guys. I know it was so quick and so like bit random chat. I've just been struggling to get back onto YouTube and I needed the encouragement. Let me know how you're finding everything and if you need any more advice about going self-employed. But yeah, have a lovely day guys, and it was lush speaking to you. I'm so glad that I finally made this video, and I will see you in the next video.